Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to the channel. So today at 1 AM, well this morning at 1 AM, the new trailer for the new Lord of the Rings TV series dropped. I heard that it's more of a teaser rather than a trailer. I'm a little bit gutted about that. I thought we was going to get a proper trailer, but I haven't seen this yet. It dropped at the Super Bowl or something. So we're going to watch this together now. I'm just hoping because Lord of the Rings for me, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy is my all-time favorite thing. Nothing compares to it. It's in a complete league of its own, and I love it more than anything. It is my all-time favorite thing ever. So I have got a lot of high expectations for this, but I'm trying to lower them because it isn't Peter Jackson directing them. I haven't read the book, so I don't have a clue what the story is about. I'm just going into this hoping that we get something that feels like Peter Jackson's world, but obviously staying true to Tolkien's source material. Again, I haven't read the books and I don't know about this, so I have no idea how close it is to the source material, but that's just what I'm hoping. So we're going to watch this together now. Fingers crossed it looks just like how I would want it to look and to feel like the world that I know so well within the movies. I don't mind if it's a little bit different because it is new. Everything's way more modern than it was when they made Lord of the Rings trilogy. I get it. It might not be exactly the same, but I just want it to feel the same. So that's my expectations for this. But let's check it out together, and hopefully it's going to look good. All right, let's go. Whoa, what is this? Where is that?
There's wonders in
I thought it was Minas Tirith, but it isn't.
Beyond our wandering.
Okay, these are two new characters that we've seen in the screenshots, but I don't know who they are.
I can feel it.
Okay, she's new. She's just like a hobbit. Before the king. Oh, is that Galadriel? Is it? Before the fellowship. And this is the new elf character that we're going to be following. I think he's one of the main cast. Before the ring. Oh, sick. That shot got me excited. Oh, no, wait, what is that? Yeah. Sick, that last shot. Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, 2nd of September. Yes. Okay, so that actually looks, I mean, it's so annoying because I actually wanted more. I want to see more. I was thinking it was going to be a real trailer, but then I heard today from my friends it's more of like a teaser. It is pretty much a teaser. It doesn't give away anything at all. But we do get a good look at some of the new characters, some of the environments. There was one shot here, which let me just actually probably go through this and break it down a little bit. Where is it? This shot here, that literally looks just like... Wait. Yeah, I was just going to say... Is it Rivendell? Anyway, it looks just like Peter Jackson's like Lord of the Rings type of... It has the same sort of feeling to it, which made me feel, okay, it does look really close to it. Just the forest and the colours. I imagine they're the elves. They look like elves anyway. But yeah, it looks really, really good. Let's go from the beginning. So this, I was going to say it's Minas Tirith. It's not Minas Tirith. But up here it kind of looks like it might be. Not Minas Tirith. Yeah, God, it's so hard to remember all the names. Anyway, I don't know what this place is, but it looks sick. The CGI looks amazing. Like, you can tell that they've put so much money into this. And these two characters, I have no idea what they are. Obviously, they're different types of species that we haven't seen yet in the movies anyway. But I'm interested to know what they are. And this new character here. See, I thought they were going to... I originally thought, is she a hobbit? But then it turns out, because I was reading some stuff on what's involved in this, and hobbits aren't actually... There is hobbits in the series, but there's not really much of them. It's like... I can't remember the name. This character here, I'm assuming, is the new type of hobbit that they have. It's in the books, and they are the sort of... the race of hobbits before they were named hobbits. I think that they're small people still, but they're called... They have a different name. It's not hobbit. It's similar, though. Maybe she's one of them. And maybe she's one of the main characters we follow. Like, I don't actually have a clue who was the main characters here. Galadriel, this is obviously Galadriel. It must be. Is it? Yeah, it's got to be. It is. Which is weird, because we've seen her in the armor in the screenshots. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. If you haven't, go and look at the screenshots. They look quite cool. They do look a little bit too clean, though. Like, they look very clean, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't know. Lord of the Rings, for me, it's a little bit more gritty and series has a bit more of a darker tone, but we can't make that out yet just by the screenshots and this, but you can tell it's really high quality. So that's Galadriel, which is going to be weird following Galadriel when she's like in armor and shit, because I always just see her as the elf, like this powerful elf queen. Like, I don't know, she's just has such a presence within the movies that I just feel like it's weird seeing her now. Obviously, it's a younger version of her, but it's cool because there's so much story behind all the characters in Lord of the Rings. Everyone's got so much backlore and story to their lives that we never got to see in the movies, and this is all in the books. So I can't wait to just see like what else we find out and just see the stories of these like amazing characters that we love from the movies. And one of them is obviously Galadriel, so that's cool. This new elf guy, I don't know what his name is, but I think he's one of the main characters that we follow. Looks cool. I hope that he's like as good as Legolas. See, Legolas is just one of the best characters ever. He's so solid. So if they manage to make him as good as Legolas, that's going to be so sick. I just hope they nail it with all this sort of stuff. Okay, some sort of elf. I don't know who he is. This scene got me excited because it just reminds me of, like, in Lord of the Rings in the movies, they always have these big epic like shots when everyone's riding on horseback, whether it's in battle or just riding through like the vast land. They always have these really cool shots of the horses running. This looks really, really cool. And when I watched this just a second ago, I was like, yes, that looks well good. Now, what is this thing? The CGI looks great though. Like, I'm actually buzzing as if this is going to be a TV series. I wonder if it's Weta that's doing the special effects again, like Peter Jackson's studio does. I mean, if I was creating a new Lord of the Rings TV series, I would, and especially with the budget they've put in, pretty much 500 million, $500 million it's cost just for season 1, which is insane if you think about Game of Thrones finale was only, I think it was 90 million to make for the final series of Game of Thrones, which is massive. This is $500 million for season 1. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So I would imagine, I personally would 100% have Weta on board because they have nailed it so long ago of Lord of the Rings. So anyway, I'm interested. I'm going to look into that actually after this, but this looks great. Like, that looks really, really cool. Who's this character? I thought that was Galadriel, but that doesn't look like Galadriel there. It kind of can't make out that's a... It must be, it's got the same armor, but she doesn't look the same. She looks like a guy. She actually looks like a guy there. I don't know. Maybe it's not Galadriel. Fuck knows. Anyway, got a new dwarf. He looks wicked. Great. Like, I love the look of him. He looks straight out of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Got some new guy here. Is he an elf? Yeah, he's an elf. He looks pretty cool, though. I'm interested to see. I'm interested in all this. There's that new character. She's like one of the dwarf queens, I think. I think she's like the first female dwarf that we've seen anyway. But I think she is in the books. Can't remember her name. See, this shot here goes really, really weird. So that is Galadriel there. This shot. Like, what is that? Who's this guy? He's coming out of like fire. Is this when the rings are forged or something? Oh, sick. Here he's got some like all these little dwarfs. I know that this focuses a lot of the dwarfs of the Misty Mountains. And it's like when they're also in their era of like rich, being like powerful and rich and wealthy. And it focuses a lot on them that I read. So that's pretty cool. This shot was cool as well. What is going on? See, this excites me. Because here you can see like it's the Uruk-hai. And then we have all like the I can't remember what the name of these guys are. But is this like the elf? I think this is the elves. But this battle here looks straight from Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Like, it really does. If you look at this shot, it looks just like it, which is really, really exciting. Yeah, I think they're going for the style of Peter Jackson, definitely. Is that the elf guy that we know? He's chained up. And obviously this is like a hobbit hand, or maybe it's that young girl. So yeah, that's it. Wicked. Okay, well, it looks great. I'm really, really excited. This isn't enough for me to be, like, sold that it's going to be incredible, but just from the shots and the scenery that we've just seen, it looks really, really good. It looks like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings pretty much. Like, it feels like it's in that world still. Obviously, it is, but I feel like they've like the whole design of it is done so closely to what Peter Jackson's was. It feels like that for me personally, and that is a massive plus sign because I'm just like really excited about it now. I was anyway, but this definitely is making me feel like, oh, at least it feels like that. The music here wasn't that great. But that's because I'm just wanting the music from Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Maybe we might get some of it, or maybe they might do some sort of remix edit type of versions of Peter Jackson's, the score from Peter Jackson's. I can't remember who made the score. I should know that because it's one of my favorites, but I don't. Anyway, so it looks great, guys. Please let me know down below, what do you guys think? Are you excited for this? What do you think to the trailer, teaser? And yeah, please let me know down below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. And once again, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like. And if you are new here and you want to stay updated with my content, please hit the subscribe button. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time on wAFF World.